Good morning. Welcome to Washington Live, powered by KCTC. I'm your host, Diana Rich, joined in the studio with our producer, Alex Snyder. Good morning, Alex.
Good morning.
How's it going?
It's going good.
You've lived in Washington for a week now.
Yeah, 1 week.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
How was your weekend?
It was good.
Yeah?
Good. Nothing much.
Nothing much.
Sat in my apartment.
So last week you'd been to Jersey Mike's, was the only place you'd ventured out from. Have you gone to the grocery store?
Yeah, I guess, because me and Matt were talking about this morning. I've been to Hy-Vee and I've been to Walmart. So I've really done it all, reach each side.
All right. Our guest today's husband manages Fairway. So please put that on your next list of places to go.
Maybe I'll visit there next.
Okay. Sounds good. I'm sure she won't hold it against you because you've only been here a week. So you're just testing out all the different things. Mm-hmm. Very good. All right. Coming up later in the show, we'll be talking with Jessica Waite about her business, JDubs Sweet Treats. If you have not had any of her sweet treats, you are missing out. So stay tuned and you can learn more about that. But first, let's take a look at the weather somewhere in here. Today, there's a chance of showers. It's windy, high of 72. I got in my car and drove here. I did not notice the wind. Is it indeed windy out?
No, I don't know.
You're not sure?
Might be lying to us.
Okay. But beautiful day. Wow. High of 72, mostly clear. Tonight, high of 56, and then tomorrow, sunny, high of 77. So I told you before the show, I visited the State Fair this weekend, and it was actually great weather yesterday and really great weather for today. So people who are headed there are going to luck out. And Alex told me he spent his summer at the State Fair last year.
Yeah, like 3 weeks. It was State Fair.
Because you were working for Iowa
PBS, yeah.
Okay, so
I did
what was
concerts? We did 2 concerts and then a bunch of events with cattle and.
Did you eat any deep fried food?
No.
What?
No deep fried food. Well, corn dog.
Okay.
I guess that counts.
Oh, all right, very good. Yeah, so that's crazy that you spent that long there and you didn't have that much deep fried food, but. All right, let's take a look at the community events. We have the Armchair Adventures, Italy from an Artist's Eye at 2 p.m. at the Washington Public Library tomorrow. Thursday is Washington Farmers Market that starts at 5 p.m. in downtown Washington. And then a week from yesterday, this coming Sunday, Pause and More Car Show from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. in Central Park. So that's exciting. I think there's a car show this weekend also. Very good. All right, let's take a look at the police report. Is the police report good today, Alex?
It's okay. I don't think it's the best one.
Okay. I'm not sure how we define good these days, but Washington Police Report reports her husband lost his wallet, possibly while riding on a lawnmower this morning. 110 was advised for documentation purposes. Caller advised wallet was located, just has money missing, about $60. Report to be filed.
There were 3 wallet calls yesterday that I looked through. That was the best one, but.
Yeah. Wow. Very good. So not sure if anything else was missing, but just the money, assuming they had other things in their wallet. So let's see here. Caller reported they have a bat in their laundry room. 107 responded and assisted with removing the animal.
I don't know if it's just Washington, but there are a lot of bat-related incidents this year.
I actually feel like we need to start making a tally, how many are drone-related, how many are raccoon and bat-related. I think it could be interesting. So let's see here. The Iowa City Police Log, always short and to the point. First one, chicken running around in the roadway, which would for sure warrant a call to the police. So hopefully there was a happy ending. Oh, and let's look at the next one. Raccoon trapped in the dumpster. He is scaring residents. Do you think they put a ladder in the dumpster?
Put a ladder in there.
So last week on the Washington Police Report, if you did not tune in, there was a raccoon trapped in the dumpster in Washington, and the police put a ladder in the dumpster to help him out. So not sure what the resolution was in Iowa City, but hopefully they got that taken care of. Another call in Iowa City, found a purse in the sewer. That's disgusting. So do you think they went in the sewer and called it, or looked down into the sewer?
Did it fall through the cracks?
I don't know. I feel like I wonder
if the money was in it. Maybe they were luckier than the wallet guy.
Maybe. Last one, someone jumped into car he is towing. That's strange. That would be a little frightening. So.
Got to do what you got to do.
All right. That is all for the police log. We'll head to commercial break, and when we get back, we'll talk to Jessica Waite with JDubs Sweet Treats.
Federation Bank is a locally owned bank providing award-winning customer service. We believe that we are more than just a federation of banks, but a federation of communities, serving Brighton, Richland, Wellman, and Washington, Iowa. Federation Bank's highly skilled staff is here to make sure you are able to accomplish your personal and professional goals, whatever they may be. Federation Bank, your family bank.
When you aspire to be a dancer, you are both an artist and an athlete. Your strength combines with beauty and grace seamlessly. Your efforts result in enhanced coordination, the ability to cooperate and compromise with others, and the confidence to perform in front of an audience. Not to mention the fun you will have and the lifelong friendships you will develop. We are enrolling now for fall classes, and we would love to see you shine like the star that you are. Join us for dance and tumbling at Stairway to the Stars. Please visit our website for online registration.
Hospice isn't a place, it's a type of care that focuses on living. Servicing a 7-county area, the Hospice of Washington County staff of nurses, social work, hospice aides, spiritual and grief support, volunteers, music and massage therapists are able to provide free end-of-life care where the patient lives. We write wills, give consent for organ donation, but rarely is there a plan for what we would want the final phase of our lives. At Hospice of Washington County, we encourage our patients to be in charge of their healthcare decisions while maintaining quality of life.
Family owned and operated by Andy and Sarah Ross. Ross Auto has been your vehicle repair and maintenance headquarters since 1935. We specialize in all makes of cars and light-duty trucks. With our variety of available services, let us help you keep rolling and your vehicle operating efficiently. Services include general auto repair, alignments, brakes, fuel injection, and more. Schedule your appointment today at 319-653-5656. That's 319-653-5656.
Come and discover the perfect blend of fashion and home decor at Purposefully You Boutique and Home. Find that love it, gotta have it outfit or rustic farmhouse decor. Take one of our DIY sign workshops or rediscover a treasured piece of furniture with Annie Sloan Chalkmate. Conveniently located at 107 West 2nd Street in Washington in the Carson Plumbing Building, 1 block north of the downtown square. Purposefully You Boutique and Home, where we are here to inspire you.
Hey Andrea, why was Cinderella so bad at soccer?
I don't know.
She kept running away from the ball.
Oh, that's kind of cute.
Welcome back to Washington Live. I am your host, Diana Rich, joined in the studio with Jessica Waite with JDubs Sweet Treats.
Good morning.
Good morning. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm excited to talk to Jessica. She is my neighbor, and like most neighbors, it's usually just the hey when we're driving back and forth from place to place, and then occasionally when we order cookies, of course, and I send the boys over on their 4-wheelers to snag some. So, all right, and you brought some props with us this morning to talk about, so that's awesome. How long have you been selling cookies?
Okay, selling cookies probably just over 2 years. My first customer was the Hills Bank here in town.
Okay.
And they offer chocolate chip cookies on Saturday in the lobby. So if you need to do
Every
your baking,
Saturday?
I would do it on Saturday.
Okay.
You can get a little cookie, and they're individually wrapped. You can just take it and have it later, or just whatever you want to do. But they started, they were my first customer, and then I needed, I wanted to make my own money for a gift. And it was an expensive gift, and I wasn't sure what I was going to do to make my own money. And since they were my beginning and they started, buying cookies, I was like, well, maybe I can sell these.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And I put a post out there, and I'm so blessed that it's gone so well. I'm truly surprised. I mean, when someone calls and says, oh my gosh, we had your cookies, it was amazing. I'm just like, oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I've been doing it for so long. We have 4 kids. All 4 kids were in sports. So the football team got my treats. The golf team's got my treats. I mean, I try to come up with different ones every week. But the wrestling team, not so much.
Yeah.
The whole cutting weight thing.
No cookies,
The
sorry.
coaches, I'd give them some, but not the team. But so the kids all had them growing up, and it's just really kind of turned into this amazing little business. I mean, it's nice to have an at-home business. That
Yeah. So
I love to do.
when did baking become your passion, or?
Goodness, I've just baked forever, but to do it this way and make a little bit on the side is just fun. So I just feel like it's something I've always done. I mean, now trying new things. If I have a customer question about do you have or do you make, I'll try. You know, again, I will fail. They're not always perfect, and I'll be like, ooh, that's kind of gross. But my cookies, I like them to be kind of a soft, with a butter crisp taste, you know, a soft cookie, not a, you know, break your tooth on, you know, you take a bite type of cookie.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. And I'll vouch for that. It's everything that you said, except for the second part where it breaks your teeth and it's hard. So tell me how you got the name JDubs Sweet Treats.
Gosh, so Dave, my husband, has always called me J-Dub, or Dubber. He calls me that sometimes. So I was just like, you know, just kind of make it a little bit more personal. And it is sweet treats. I mean, that's what I do. I've done some cupcakes, and I do some cakes, but let me tell you, I need a little class to learn how to make them pretty.
Yeah.
I cannot make them pretty, but I have Emily most of the time that will do a little something on them. They always taste good.
Yeah, I was going to say,
They're just
isn't
not-
really
I
like
know,
the
right?
taste the best part? Yeah.
They always taste good, and I have played around with different frostings for the cupcakes and made a couple different kinds of chocolate or cream cheese or just the white one, and just find out exactly what works. And the other contending factor is weather. Oh my gosh, weather can affect
Really?
anything that I bake. You know those days when we were in the hundreds and I was making chocolate chip cookies? Oh my. They just, they would flatten in the oven so much faster. That's just not my cookie. I like it to be kind of tall and chewy. And so, yeah, I have to deal with the weather a little bit.
That's interesting. Who knew?
Right?
So tell me a little bit about what you brought today and your menu, like the bread and butter of your menu.
Right. Okay, so the chocolate chip cookie is the favorite. I get a lot of compliments on the chocolate chip cookie.
I can vouch for that. Those are fantastic.
I love the mini chips because every bite will have a chocolate chip in it, which is really nice. The tray, this one particular that I brought, is called the favorites tray. And I get a lot of orders for this because it has 3 different flavors, the chocolate chip, and then the snickerdoodle, which is the cinnamon and sugar cookie, and then the monster cookie with the chocolate chips and M&Ms. Again, I do not skimp on ingredients.
Yeah, I can tell that first cookie there has like
Yum, that
9 or 10 M&Ms in it. Yeah, for sure.
So, I mean, that's just important to me. I mean, my ingredients are important to not skimp. And, I mean, we have seen a rise in the cost of everything.
Yep.
I mean, the eggs kind of killed me there for a little while. I was like, okay, you got to settle down on that.
Right.
Call my husband and be like, dude.
Come on. Yeah.
Can you fix this?
Right.
But I mean, it's important to me that they are always mine. And so I do, if something doesn't turn out, I'm a little bit like, okay, I've always got a backup. I want to make sure that they are always going to be the same one. I mean, I haven't been known to just dump that tray in the garbage and start over, because it's too important to me to let something that's not mine go out the door.
Yeah, well, that's a good thing a good quality to have for sure. So how many cookies are in that tray?
The favorites tray has a dozen of each one.
Okay.
Yep.
Awesome.
And I have 2 different menus. I have a menu that is by the dozen, because I do get a lot of people that will ask, well, I want a dozen chocolate chip and a dozen double chocolate cookies. And so I did come up with pricing for just a dozen, just for that reason, but it is more economical to buy the batch. I mean, you'll just save money that way. I do get some orders, bigger orders. People will they're having a live after 5, or they're having a wedding, any of big events like that, they will email and say, okay, can you give me a quote for 400 cookies? And so then I'll just go through my buy the batch menu and just mix it up. 6 snickerdoodle, 5 chocolate chip, 2 monster, and then this is the price. But we can go, the sky's the limit on mixing that up.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that's kind of a nice added feature. So
Very good. So if people want to order cookies, how do people usually reach you? What's the best?
Oh, gosh.
The best way.
Facebook has been phenomenal for my business.
Yeah.
I mean, absolutely phenomenal. Every time I put something out, I will sell out within an hour, which is awesome. But Facebook, I have a JDubs Sweet Treats business page, so I get messages that way. A lot of people have now been out and about where they see my phone number, so I
Yeah.
get a lot of texts, phone calls, and then there's jdubssweettreats@gmail.com.
Okay.
So emails work too.
All right. Sounds good. JDubsSweetTreats@gmail.com, and then follow your Facebook page,
Yeah.
JDubs Sweet Treats. And like you mentioned, so people can order cookies, but also if they follow you on Facebook, sometimes you'll just be like in the baking mode, or maybe like you'll bake for somebody else and then you'll make some more, and she'll post and say like what kinds of cookies she has, and you can try to snag them up if you can.
Yep.
So that's another good option. Also, what did you bring in your white bag today?
This is a kind of a to-go container. So in my menu, you'll see that you can buy your order with a returnable container. So I have a whole bunch of Tupperware pieces that I can put their order into, especially for a graduation party or something like that. They already have a display piece or something like that. They can put their things on and then just return the container at no cost. A lot of people literally drive to Fairway and drop it off in his car that's in the parking lot. He'll come home at lunch with a whole stack. I'm like, oh, that's and bring it into me. So it kind of works out good that way.
Yeah.
This is a to-go and individually wrap, which is really a self-sealing bag that works out really good for freezing the cookie. And I do have people that freeze their cookie, which is kind of interesting to me. I've never done that, but
yeah, I usually eat them all.
I know.
There's none to freeze.
It just depends on,
So either I'm not ordering enough or I'm eating too many, but we won't let anybody.
So I do like the option of being able to individually wrap them, and then the customer can, a lot of businesses in town will give them away too, so that having it individually wrapped makes it a little bit cleaner for them too. And the other choice is a disposable tray. So that's what this is, the big tray that you can put your cookies on it and then display them for a graduation party or wedding or retirement party or whatever.
Yeah, very cool. I know I've ordered the individually wrapped before. And they're just nice because you can give them to people, like take them to school. I know you could take them to school in a container too, but it's just kind of nice because it's like less germs and things like that. So it's a nice option. So I'm still waiting for you to make the chocolate chip cookie with the ice cream in the middle or lots of frosting. Is that in the pipeline?
You did say that. We should make an ice cream cookie. I've not tried that yet.
maybe next summer that can be my boys' venture.
Dave
maybe
would
they
be
can
all about that
buy
because he
cookies
loves
from
ice
you.
cream.
And yeah, every time I have one of your cookies, I'm like, I should put ice cream in between this. That would be amazing. And then before I know it, the cookie's gone. I'm like, oh,
just get a bowl
maybe
on the
next
side.
time. Yeah, there you go. So what's the biggest order you've done before?
Oh my goodness. Vidito Pork did that drive-through
pork
burgers. 1,000 chocolate chip cookies.
So is that stressful? Is that fun?
It's fun. I love doing. I mean, it's my hand gets a little bit of a callus, and I've got a little bit of a blister that day from that many scoops of cookie dough. But no, it was fun. They did a lot of them. I think they had them individually wrapped, so it was a lot of work. I'm very thankful for all the counter space that I have. It was all used in cooling racks and all the cookie sheets and things like that. But yeah, 1,000 cookie order was a big one. And I think that week I still had a couple of 250 orders or a couple going to the state fair orders. So it was a busy week. It always seems like it's like that, it kind of goes in waves.
Yeah, right. I just lost my train of thought. I had a really good question, I'm sure. What other flavors of cookies do you have? You mentioned double chocolate chip. I've seen you do sugar cookies before.
Right. The sugar cookie is the family tradition. We have, but okay, my sugar cookie is a softer sugar cookie and a softer frosting. I don't do the royal icing, which I think some people have such a talent with that. It is so beautiful when they can make it look like a little character from a kid's cartoon star. But that's not my cookie. I do more of a softer one, and so that one can't probably be individually wrapped.
Yeah.
It could be, and the 4-H has ordered those before, so you do them in the red and green colors and things like that. And she just has me layers of wax paper in between there. And the frosted sugar cookie and oatmeal raisin is one of my husband's favorite, my oldest favorite. He likes the oatmeal raisin. That one's not a big seller though. And I've done an oatmeal chocolate chip, and that one's not a big seller either. So maybe a little bit of health in there is not so much good, right?
Right, yeah. Oh, that's funny. I did remember my question I was going to ask earlier. Does anyone ever help you? So when you have these large orders, do you lure anybody in to help you, or is it just...
It's usually just me.
Okay.
It usually is. I mean, if they come in to help, it's funny because I think I've got a system down and I'm a little bit faster at it. So if they're helping me, say, wrap the individually wrapping cookies, oh gosh, it's so funny because I can do like 5 and they've done 1 and I'm like...
You're like, this is painful, please leave.
Right. I can do it a little faster and they're just watching me. Geez, Mom.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, it's usually just me, and I love it. I mean, I really do. It's just fun for me, and everybody seems so happy about it. It's so nice when I get the compliments. The return business is the kindest compliment, and my family loved them, and we're going to go to this, vacation with somebody. We got to take your cookies, or
Yeah, I'm sure that's very rewarding. Or someone,
It
yeah,
is.
a word of
So
mouth
sweet.
advertising is always the
Yes.
best when somebody else recommends your
it
work.
is.
so.
It's very nice.
Very good. All right, let's head to commercial break, and then when we get back, I'll wrap up with Jessica, and then we'll have her play the birthday game. I'm not sure if she knows what she's in for.
Since 1905, Kelowna Cooperative Technology Company has helped our community stay connected with the latest advancements in clear, dependable telecommunications services. KCTC provides rural Iowans with access to high-speed fiber internet, as well as phone, television, computer repair, and cybersecurity solutions. We're also proud supporters of local organizations and area schools within the community. KCTC, keeping Kelowna connected.
At the Capper Auto Group, we put our customers' needs first and understand that everyone is as different as the vehicle they select. We offer new Ford, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge, and Ram vehicles in a friendly environment that puts you in the driver's seat. When it comes to service, we maintain factory-trained technicians and competitive pricing. The Capper Auto Group still believes that service after the sale provides the best customer experience. Come see the Capper experience for yourself.
It's not a question of what all you have and so on with your life. It's who is in your life and how much you care for them and how much they care for you. And Tammy definitely cares.
I met Tammy about 20 years ago when her daughter was in Special Olympics and I was coaching. Told me that she was into doing senior benefits. We became even closer friends. She cares about everybody, especially the seniors. So call her.
Welcome back to Washington Live. I'm your host, Diana Rich, joined in the studio with Jessica Waite, and we've been talking about all of her goodies that she has in JDubs Sweet Treats. So, yeah, all kinds of good things. I'm getting hungry just thinking about it. Are you getting hungry, Alex?
Yeah.
What kind of cookie is your favorite?
I would say snickerdoodle, maybe
Really?
sugar cookie.
Okay. Very good. Are you like a sweet guy, or
Not.
you can avoid sweets? You're okay.
I'm more of a candy person.
Okay.
Than like a baked goods.
He's after my own heart, man.
Yeah, your chocolate chip cookies are amazing. I've had your other ones too,
Thank
but the
you.
chocolate chip ones are just so good. So, speaking of cookies, if someone did want to place an order, we talked about how they can reach you on Facebook and email, and some people have your number. How long do you need to order? How do people place the order? What's
That's
the
a great
best?
question. I do get a lot of questions about, I'm sorry, this is last minute, and it will be Tuesday morning, and they need them for Friday night, after they get off work. Can I pick those up real
Yeah.
quick? And I'll be like, oh, gosh, that's not last minute at all.
Yeah.
I mean, it just depends. I mean, if you're going to call me on Tuesday morning and you need 300 chocolate chip cookies that night, I'm probably not going to be able to do that.
Yeah.
But generally, my turnaround time, if you were to give me enough notice in the morning, I could have those done in the afternoon. I prefer the next day.
Yeah.
But it's up, I can, most of the time, I'm very happy and available to do whatever, whenever. Just, if it's a bigger order, maybe a little heads up. I'm already starting to fill up the calendar for fall, which those are coming into my busy months. December is swamping busy, which is super fun. I'm glad that we didn't have a whole lot of snow last year because of the lane. We got a big long lane and everybody comes out to the house to pick up their orders.
Yeah.
I got to scoop the sidewalk, which I don't, living in the country, you don't have to necessarily do that. But yeah, so it's coming into the busy season. In September, I've got a wedding, and I'm going to be at Country Pumpkins, which is super fun.
Yeah.
The Blacks have me out there in September for 2 weekends in a row on a Saturday and a Sunday.
So out there, are you selling like individually wrapped
They'll be
cookies?
all individually wrapped, and you can take as you want. You know, it's $2 for one cookie, 3 for $5, or a dozen for 18.
Okay.
And you just, pick whichever ones. And they literally, I have big open baskets where they can pick their actual cookies. And
Yeah.
I think all the kids out there love it. I mean, Country Pumpkins does a really great job with everything else that they offer out there besides the awesome pumpkins. JT Sips is usually there and eating good popcorn. And Brandy does her face painting.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It is fun and a nice option close to home for
Absolutely
sure.
right.
So-
Absolutely. It's a busy weekend, though.
Yeah.
I mean, you can imagine if you sell a little too many on Saturday and then you got to go back out and you're like, oh, I'm going home to bake.
It's probably hard to, yeah.
It
like
is.
if you're the kettle corn people, you can kind of like bake as you
Yes.
or cook as you go. But yeah, when you're cookies, you're like, well, I don't want to sell out, but I don't want to have too many.
And last year, that's what I did. I actually made a little sheet where I would say what time to what time, like from 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock, I sold and whatever. And so that I kind of have, and I did write down the weather because we had one rainy day and it was slower.
That affected it.
But it was kind of fun just to kind of keep track. So maybe this year I never ran out.
Yeah.
Which was good. But I felt like I sold more to the vendors. They kept coming back.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. They're like, wait, we're supposed to make money, but we're buying stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
That's usually how it goes, I feel like. I saw on Facebook, I follow your Facebook page, and occasionally we'll buy some cookies when they're posted, have the boys run over and get them, and they don't last long in our house. But I saw you got new ovens that you posted about.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Yes. So we built the house in 2010. So we had double ovens before, and they were a little bit persnickety, if you will. They just sometimes, I felt like, okay, if this breaks, I'm going to be up the creek without a paddle. So
Yeah.
I did a lot of research trying to find new ovens. Just FYI, ovens don't come all in a standard size, and my ovens are built in.
Okay.
So that was a bit of a challenge. We needed about an inch, maybe less than an inch, to get the new ones to fit.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, Dave was on his knees grinding at the woodwork that Drahota put in, which I think that's why Drahota didn't come over and do it, because he's like, I don't want to destroy my cabinets.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, so the new ovens are in. I can use my phone to turn them on and adjust the temperature. They both convect bake. It's so much faster when they do that. Multi-rack doesn't work the same. You do just put one sheet in at a time, it seems like. But I like them a lot. That it alerts me at a minute, my timer. There's only one timer. It's not like I have two timers like my old ovens, which is kind of crappy when you're doing two
Batches,
different ovens, right? And so my phone alerts me at a minute. So if I'm off in another room, flipping a load of laundry or something, I know that I've got a minute to get back to the kitchen. Get back to the kitchen and get those out of there.
Very good. That's awesome. Very exciting.
I do like them.
Yeah, awesome. What's your secret? Do you have a secret to your cookies?
Oh my goodness!
Is this a secret family recipe? Or
That's what Dave says. That he goes, I'm pretty sure you could give your recipe away, and they still wouldn't come out
the same
way. And that's just what I'm thinking, because I do think that the ingredients are important.
Yeah.
There's different ones. The way you scoop and measure.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they tell you to take your measuring cup and fill it with a spoon and then knife it off. Don't scoop your scoop into the flour and run your knife across. I know, right?
Interesting.
I'm like, how much longer or how much more different little things can you do? But the measurements take a difference. I mean, it makes a difference. So, and I can usually see my chocolate chip, like I said, and during those humid days when they were flattening out. And just to remedy that, you add a little bit more flour. And so I can usually see when it's mixing how the dough is. I mean, it's all measured the same. I know that. But the humidity in the house will affect it. So
that's interesting.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So do you have like certain brands of different, like you always get the same brand of chocolate chip or the same brand of eggs? Or,
I can't imagine
I'm sure we can
what
guess.
brand that is. Absolutely. You've probably seen a picture on Facebook and it's got the little Fairway mini chips on it.
Yeah, I mean, you should. When are you going to start making cookies for Fairway?
I know,
when does
right?
that go into place?
I got to talk to the bakery. Dave got to go to a bakery for a day. all the managers within the company got to, and he got to be a baker, and he came home and he was trying to give me some tips.
Oh,
right.
Yes. Thank you, Dave. Thank you.
I need some pictures of that, him in a hairnet and a pair of gloves and stuff. That's awesome.
No kidding. Oh, that's great. So it sounds like your secret is just like the cookies and you put in a lot of love and effort, and obviously you care a lot about the end product.
Right,
so.
right. And it's funny because I have a good sense of smell. So it's one of those things where if I start smelling it, I go and check it often because, it's got 45 seconds left to bake, but I feel like it's about done. So it's kind of an instinct thing too.
Yeah, I was going to say,
you go and check and see what it looks like.
Like you said, you know what the dough looks like. You've made it so many times.
Right.
Like you know how the weather's affecting it. I mean, that makes so much sense, but I don't think there's anything I've made so much of that I know that.
Right.
So. Very good. Is there anything else that you want to share or want people to know? Or?
Oh, goodness. I don't think so. I mean, I think we covered a lot. That was fun.
Good. Yeah. It was fun having you on the show today. Thanks for joining us. And if you haven't already, check out JDubs Sweet Treats. Follow her on Facebook. Order some cookies or find a friend who's ordering cookies like Hills Bank and go eat them there for free. And then you don't have to order them, right? So very good. All right. Today we have 2 national days. Do you want to share them, Alex, or do you want me to?
World Lizard Day.
World Lizard Day.
And then National Creamsicle Day.
National Creamsicle.
Which that's my favorite popsicle, so.
Is it?
Yeah.
And how would you describe a creamsicle?
It's like orange flavored on the outside and like cream on the inside.
So yesterday we went to the state fair, as I mentioned. I think I mentioned that. We went to a vendor called the Bacon Box, and they had creamsicle slushies. And it was fantastic. It was orange and it was delicious. So refreshing. Loved it.
I got them last year.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah. So super good. So are you celebrating National Creamsicle Day today or World Lizard Day?
Maybe. I didn't know until like an hour ago. So maybe I'll have to go pick some up at Fairway this time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Look at this kid. He is sharp. I know. He is sharp. I like it. He's paying attention over there. Are you celebrating World Lizard Day today or National Creamsicle Day,
I don't
Jessica?
think so.
Neither one?
No lizards.
No lizards. National Creamsicle Day. All right. Very good. He's getting even better. And now we have the celebrity birthday game. Are you familiar with this, Jessica?
No, not.
Okay, so Alex is going to put up. He's looked up what celebrities have birthdays today. There's 4 today. He'll put their picture up on the screen. I'll guess their age. You'll guess their age. It's a competition, friendly competition. Whoever guesses the age gets 2 points, and if we're within 3 years, 1 point. And if you don't guess correctly at all, then you get 0 points, which is my score on Friday with 0. So
guessing people's age, yikes!
I know, right? We couldn't give you a warning because then you might have done a Google.
Yes, absolutely.
So the first one we got is Magic Johnson.
All right, I'm gonna go 52.
I bet we would be surprised at how old Magic Johnson is. I really think he's older than that. I'm going to go 65.
All right.
He is 64. Yeah.
Isn't that just amazing, though? I mean, I think we'd be surprised at how old he really is.
Yeah. All right. Jessica comes off to a 1-0 lead after 1. Yeah.
The next one is Mia Kunis.
I don't think I know her. That 70s show.
That 70s show?
Did you watch that?
She's married to Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
All right.
And they have a couple kids, right?
Yeah.
Oh, geez. You probably have been to her birthday party before.
No.
All right. I'm going to go 49.
I'm going to say younger than that. 32.
You guys were both wrong. It's 40.
40.
Oh, she's 40. Well, she looks great.
She does look
That
great.
girl.
The next person is
Oh, I love Steve Martin.
Steve Martin. I'm going to go 75.
I think he's older than that. I love Only Murders in the Building. Do you watch that one?
No.
I do like that. It's on Hulu with Selena Gomez and Who's the Martin Short? They're good together. Steve Martin from Father of the Bride a million years ago.
Yeah.
I think Steve Martin's 81.
He is 78.
78. Oh, so we each get a point, right?
Whoa.
Right, that was smack dab in the middle. All right, so Jessica's winning 2-1, and we have one more to go. I always get excited when I know the celebrities, Steve Martin, Magic Johnson.
Oh, gosh.
Tim Tebow.
Oh, really? Not a sports girl.
You gonna need to phone a friend?
Yes, please.
I'm gonna go 36.
I'm going to say 41.
He is 36.
36! Wow, that was a lucky guess.
You pulled away with the win.
I thought that he was close to my age, and I wasn't, and I didn't think he was older than me.
Are you supposed to be saying what's your name? How old you are?
No, I'm not going there. I'm close to 36.
Oh my goodness.
I'm sure people can guess which side of 36, but we'll go close to 36. Makes me feel good. All right. Looks like I won 3-1. Is that or 3-2?
3-2.
All right.
Nice.
Good game. We each guessed a couple close and correct. I'm glad that I didn't score 0 like I did on Friday. So moving in the right direction. So
you think for a year from now you'll have the same ones and you'll get to redo it?
Yeah, but I won't remember. I know. Well, when Nick was producing the show, he was kind of getting to that. He was like, well, we've had the show for a year now. So the celebrities are going to be the same. I haven't been with the show for that long, so I don't know these people's birthdays. But
are you looking them up every morning before you come in?
No, actually, you'd think I should. But with some of my guesses, yeah, you might be wondering if I'm trying to throw it and then at the end get the last one for the win. But no, unfortunately. No, everybody's lucky I'm here. Or are you lucky? I'm not sure. So, all right. Thanks for joining us today on Washington Live. Thanks again for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Jessica. It's been a fun morning, and we hope you have a great Monday.